Hi everyone, my name is Shreya and welcome to Shreya TV. Here I discuss everyday psychology that you can use not only in your work but your life in general. And I am here in this beautiful place called Bir in Himachal, and in the middle of a forest which is not so dense right now, but I think as I move further ahead it's going to get dense. But nature always brings in the best side of me, and nature brings in evokes a lot of thoughts in my head, and I thought I should just stop, pause, and reflect. And in any case, I've been meaning to make a video for a long time now, and this place is like the perfect space for me to talk about something that I've been meaning to speak to for a while. Finally I've come to peace with something that I didn't really want to even admit, that and that is that I maybe don't have passions. And this was concerning me so much over the last few years, because passions are like supposed to be, passions, people who don't at least talk about passions look quite incomplete from the surface level. So it's become like a social norm to not only have but also exhibit passions. So I've been under a severe pressure all these years because I was not able to admit it to myself that I don't have passions. I wanted to address it in a way, because it was kind of adding so much, such a paramount of guilt, and it was such unmeasured levels of guilt that I was experiencing, that I really didn't know how to deal with that on a daily basis. Because here I was surrounded with people who were doing something or the other which was kind of making them feel good about life. And the question to really think about is not what's my passion, or why do I not have passion. The real question to answer and address is, what's my purpose? And as I said, a lot of things have led me to think about these deeper questions. But I realized that the day I asked myself this question, I was not only disturbed because I had no answer for it, but I was strangely quite relieved that at least I am beginning to think upon something which has a far greater magnitude than anything else that I've ever thought about. That to answer this question, what is your purpose, is so deeply fulfilling and gratifying at multiple levels, and it is an ongoing gratification that you experience. And I have just begun to experience the tiny bit of satisfaction by beginning to answer the questions of what my purpose is. Because when you ask yourself questions like what's my purpose, you are supposed to get inside your truth. You understand what are the things that you're really good at, what are the things that you're meant to do, what is it that brings you deep joy, what is it that brings life into you, and what is it that you want to do that will bring life into so many other people. So when you start answering these questions, you start finding meaning in life. You start finding joy in the smallest of the things. You start feeling more relieved as each day passes. And I think I've begun to experience that relief, that sense of relief, that hey, you know what, I don't have a passion, and I'm okay if I don't have a passion, because I have something else that I'm doing right now, which is trying to find my purpose. So when I sat down, I had to sit down with a full, like a diary. I had to journal, and by the way, it's an ongoing process. It's never going to really stop. But so the number one thing that this purpose question has helped me do is accept. I have been able to accept myself, something that I was in a state of denial for all these years. And I know so many out there who just do not want to accept their truth, who don't even begin to think on the lines of who they are, why they are, etc. But I'm so glad that at fairly an early stage of my life, I have been able, I'm learning how to accept everything about myself. But not to the extent that I become complacent, not to the extent that I just feel very happy and relaxed about, hey, now there's no point in any kind of learning whatsoever. No, radical acceptance is just embracing every aspect of my existence, and parts of my existence that I know I cannot change and I should not change. I am made a certain way and I was supposed to be this person. So that level of acceptance is something that I've achieved by beginning to answer this question, what is my purpose? And that is, as I said, far more gratifying than anything else. So now I don't really worry about this question, what's my passion. Now I don't feel like an imposter when I walk into a room full of people who are not only feeling a lot more fulfilled with their passions, but are also making money, adding a lot more economic and financial sense because of their passions. And now I no more feel guilty that I don't have passions, because, as I said, now I am busy trying to find my purpose. And I know that through this journey of finding my purpose, I can see some reflections of my passions also. Though I'm in no hurry to find them right now, but I can see that I can see my passions somewhere lying down ahead of my journey, and I know as I move further, I'm going to find that. But that's the message really that I want to share with everyone out there. You need to think about what your purpose is, and especially if you haven't really done that, and if you haven't been worried already about what your purpose is, then I have a feeling that you will be worried someday, because this is a question that strikes everyone. And the stereotypical thought is that this question strikes people at a certain age, especially 50s and beyond, etc. It's absolute crap. This that's not true. This question can strike anyone at any point in their life, and a lot of times when this question strikes people, they are far more disturbed. So if you're feeling happy and pleased about your life, if a lot of things are going well in your life right now, then this is the perfect time to pause and think about what your purpose is, because there is something far more greater that's waiting for you that maybe you haven't just even thought about. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take care.